Wizard family, welcome back to Battle of the Beer Advent Calendars. It is day 23. We are almost at the finish line. What is this? This is a live review show where I'm pitting the German Kalia Beer Advent Calendar from Costco, which is a collection of small and private craft breweries from Germany brought over here, and we open, it's a different one each day. Versus the Illinois Beer Advent Calendar that was put together by the Lodi Tap House, which is similar. It's a collection of small craft breweries from all over the state of Illinois. And I pit each one day to day, and I tell you which one I liked better. It's a non-scientific review because they are different styles of beer each day. It's just a matter of which one out of the beer calendar and overall which calendar is the best one. Germany won last year. They won hands down. It was not even a contest. This year, Illinois has put up a pretty good fight, but Germany is going to take this one. Even if Illinois wins the next two today and tomorrow, Germany's going to win. But not by much. It was a very close competition this year. I'll have the final score tomorrow. I'll make sure I watch all the videos and see who won each day because I don't remember. I'll have to write them down. But we will have our final score tomorrow, and we'll do the last one. And anyway, before we jump into that, sorry, there was a notification which was really weird on my laptop. Before we jump into that, make sure you click the red subscribe button and join the Beard Wizard family. Support the channel, share it out there with your friends. Let me know what you think, especially comments help, likes help, all of that stuff helps the algorithm spot these small channels. So I like to keep this informational. It's not just here's two beers and blah, blah, blah. I want to tell you a little bit about the breweries, about the beer styles, etc., etc. So up first, this is a new one in this year's Kalia calendars from Alderbacher brewery. It's their Urhell, which is it's a lager. It's a Helles lager. It's a pretty standard. We've had a ton of these. A disappointing number of these, honestly. There's probably more styles of beer in Germany than there are in the world combined. But I think at least a third, if not more than a third of the box has been Helles. I like Helles. It's a good beer. It's just there is more out there to experience from the German brewers than this just generic Helles lager. Cool can. I have not had it before. We will see. The brewery itself, let me see if they've got a history. It's still loading. The history page here. 800 years of tradition. The monastery that started this all was founded by Augustinians in 1120 and passed to the Cistercians in 1146. The monks soon began brewing beer. A letter of arbitration from Count Albert von Hals from 1268 attests to the brewery's operations from this time onward. This makes the Alderbacher brewery one of the oldest in the world and celebrating its 750th anniversary in 2018. This brewery is old. So old. So that's a lot of competition, honestly. For most of the Illinois breweries that we've done are less than 10 years old. That's not to say they don't make good beer, but the contest, like the competition, is pretty stiff because these guys have had 800 years to perfect their craft. All right, so up from Illinois, from Miskatonic Brewing Company, we've got Hallo. My name is Dunkelweizen. Very cool can. Dunkelweizen is probably my number one favorite German beer. I love wheat beers. I love dark beers. Dunkelweizen it has it all in one beer. So I'm excited for today. This is going to be an interesting competition because while Germany knows how to make its beers, and this Helles is probably going to be fantastic. I've had so many of them, and this is my favorite style of beer, the Dunkelweizen. So it's going to be an interesting taste test. Now, Miskatonic is up in, oh shoot, I forgot to see where it's at. So many of the greatest beers in the world. The journey of the beer, they are instructive. I'm looking for a history of how long they've been around. Riffing on tradition and interpreting styles in a new way. This worries me. Interpreting styles in a new way enables us to tilt the board and brew with a twist. I don't like it when people experiment with beer. Make it your own, but don't upset the norms. Don't play around too much with it. They are located in Darien, Illinois. They also, I think, have a place in. I think they have another brewery too that's not there, but I think their main brewery is in Darien, Illinois. Welcome whoever just joined. So. And they haven't been around very long, but they didn't have a date on their website that I could find. So I'm not sure how old Miskatonic Brewing is. Like the can, I like Dunkelweizen. We've had a lot of Helles. We're going to see what's what here today. So I put it in a proper glass because this should be, hopefully, a proper German beer. We will see. It did have a decent head when I poured it. Not too foamy, not too heavy. And it's retaining some of it. It smells really good. It smells exactly like it should smell. Hopefully it tastes exactly like it should taste. Cheers. Okay. It's got a bit of citrus flavor on the front side that I wasn't expecting. I don't expect citrus flavor in a Dunkelweizen. But maybe some people, especially in the States when they make wheat beers, they'll use orange peel sometimes for the flavoring. And I don't... It doesn't say on the can what it's made. I'm curious now, did they make this like an American wheat beer? I don't know if they have like a list of their beers and how they're made. They've got a place in Naperville too. So Darien and Naperville. Billy Goat Pilsner Tavern IPA. Do they have this beer listed? No. So I don't know what the flavor profile is supposed to be. I'm getting a little bit of sour. I'm not getting as much wheat as I would hope. Man, that's disappointing. It's good. It doesn't taste like a Dunkelweizen. It's hard to describe. There's something right on the tip of my tongue, literally, in the flavor profile that's throwing me. And I can't identify it. And I think it's the citrus. I wouldn't expect citrus to be in a Dunkelweizen. It's not bad though. It's a good beer. I would just struggle to call that a Dunkelweizen. I don't know. I'm not sure. Let's see after we cleanse the palate. Let's see how the Helles is. Again, we've had a lot of these, so this one's gonna have to be really amazing. It's got a good head retained on it. I know you can't see it as well in there. See if I can get it close to the camera. See, we're retaining a lot of foam, which is good. We want that. Smells good. Oh, that's good. That's got some good flavor. Unfortunately, a lot of Helles can be very bland. Because it's just a straight up lager. It's not really anything special, nothing really crazy with the malts or the hops or anything like that, or shouldn't be. So a lot of times they tend to all taste the same or very similar to each other. This one has a little bit richer flavor than I would expect. But it's still got that sort of oaky notes to it. Like I'm used to Helles and a lot of German beers almost having a woody sort of flavor to them, and I don't know if it's part of the processing or what's used in them or particular type of hops that give it that flavor. But it's almost a distinctive flavor of almost every German beer that you get that we don't have in beers that are here. It has to be something to do with their processing that just gives it a little bit different flavor profile. That's a tough call. That is a really good Helles. That is not a Dunkelweizen. And unfortunately, the last couple of beers in the Illinois box have just lost because they weren't beer, and I'm afraid this one's going to lose because it's not the beer it says it is. It looks like a Dunkelweizen. It does not taste like a Dunkelweizen. Germany's going to take it this year. It was a tough call because that, again, is my favorite style of beer, and unfortunately, you guys missed the mark at Miskatonic. I don't know what you played with. I don't know what you changed or what you were trying, but if you're going to make a Dunkelweizen, make a Dunkelweizen. If you want to make something else, don't call it a Dunkelweizen. I that's probably one of my biggest frustrations with people playing around with traditional recipes and playing around with styles of things and then calling it that. Like, that's not what it is. Make up a name for whatever beer you just made, but don't call it what it's not. I'm sorry. To me, that's not a Dunkelweizen. Germany's going to take this one. I'm not looking forward to tomorrow. You guys tune in to get the score and to see what I'm talking about. Tomorrow is going to be a rough one for me and my buddy Jeremy, who's playing the home game. If anybody else is playing the home game, you know what's coming tomorrow, and I'm not looking forward to it. So anyway, stop by tomorrow and see what we have for the finale, the last day, the final wrap-up of the Battle of the Beer Advent Calendars. We'll see what the exact score came out to tomorrow. I'll let you guys know where we were at from day to day. And I will see you guys all again soon. You have a great one. Much love.